Surprising new photos of Comet 3I Atlas taken during last week's total lunar eclipse have left astronomers stunned. The images captured by astrophotographers Michael Jagger and Gerald Riemann in the dark skies over Namibia hint that the mysterious interstellar visitor may be turning bright green as it approaches the halfway point on its journey through the solar system. The emerald hue appeared against the backdrop of the blood-red eclipse moon when Earth's shadow dimmed the skies enough to reveal the comet's striking glow. If confirmed, this unexpected transformation would be the result of the comet drawing closer to the Sun, releasing hidden chemicals from its ancient frozen core. Don't miss updates on discoveries like this. Make sure to subscribe so you stay ahead on every new cosmic revelation. Comet 3I Atlas is no ordinary comet. Roughly 7 miles, 11 kilometers wide, it was first detected in early July, hurtling toward us at more than 130,000 Gauss mph from beyond the orbit of Jupiter. Astronomers quickly realized this was not a native resident of our cosmic neighborhood. Instead, it is an interstellar traveler passing through the solar system on a one-way trip. Most likely it was ejected from a distant star system within the Milky Way and has been drifting through space for longer than our solar system has even existed. In short, 3I Atlas is older than Earth, older than the Sun, and now for the first time, crossing paths with humanity. As it moves closer to the inner solar system, the comet is heading for a flyby of Mars next month, before reaching its closest approach to the Sun in October. The increasing intensity of solar radiation is forcing more ice, gas, and dust to erupt from its core, giving it a growing tail and surrounding coma, a cloudy envelope that makes comets glow. But the new green coloration has sparked curiosity and debate. Could it be a sign of rare chemistry hidden within the comet, only now revealed after billions of years in interstellar exile? Astronomers point out that this would not be the first time a comet has turned green. In early 2023, the so-called green comet C 2022 E3 dazzled skywatchers worldwide. In 2024, the explosive Devil Comet 12P Pons Brooks also shimmered in shades of emerald, while another comet, Swan F8, displayed similar hues earlier this year. Typically, this coloring is caused by the presence of dicarbon, a molecule of 2 carbon atoms bonded together that glows green when illuminated by sunlight. But here's the catch. So far, spectroscopic studies of 3I Atlas have not detected any trace of dicarbon. This has left scientists divided. One possibility is that the molecule was buried beneath thick layers of ice, only now melting away as the comet warms. Another is that the green light comes from an unfamiliar chemical cocktail, mimicking the classic cometary glow with alien chemistry never before seen. Avi Loeb, the Harvard astronomer known for his bold studies of interstellar objects, has suggested a different culprit altogether. In late August, the Very Large Telescope in Chile's Atacama Desert detected cyanide in the comet's coma. According to Loeb, cyanide could also produce a green glow, one that might explain the strange photos captured during the eclipse. For now, the mystery remains unsolved. 3I Atlas will soon slip out of view as it passes behind the Sun from Earth's perspective, making further observations difficult. It will reappear in a few months, shortly before reaching its closest point to Earth in December, when it will still be about 700 times farther from us than the Moon. Until then, astronomers and skywatchers alike are left waiting, wondering whether this ancient wanderer is simply another green comet, or whether its strange glow is the signature of something far more unusual carried across the galaxy by a visitor from beyond the stars. For months, amateur astronomers around the world had been tracking 3I Atlas, the third interstellar object after Oumuamua and Borisov, capturing its unusual phenomena that seemed to change every week. But the story began with an amateur astronomer named Leslie Peltier, watching from a hillside in northern Chile. He had been tracking the interstellar object for weeks, using a 40-inch research-grade telescope, equipped with cryogenically cooled cameras and a high-precision tracking rig tied into NASA's ephemeris data. Nothing unusual at first, just a fast-moving body from deep space, its green tail glowing from carbon monoxide and nickel emissions discovered only the week before. But in mid-September, everything changed. On the morning of September 19th at exactly 2 a.m. UTC, his screen showed something that made him freeze. Around the main emerald streak of 3I Atlas, 9 smaller points appeared, dim but distinct, moving in perfect lockstep with the main body. In his images, they looked like fireflies around a lantern. He posted the frames online on several astronomy forums, but at first, most professionals dismissed them as noise or cosmic rays. Over the next 48 hours, however, the James Webb Space Telescope, Hubble, the Very Large Telescope in Chile, and the Keck Observatory in Hawaii all confirmed the same thing. These are instruments designed to measure the faintest galaxies at the edge of the universe. They do not hallucinate. What made it so terrifying was the uniformity. Spectral reports showed all 9 objects shared the same speed, same trajectory, and the same strange green-tinted tail as 3I Atlas, confirming they were not from our solar system. Until that moment, every professional and amateur astronomer had seen only one object. Now there were 10. Spectroscopy further revealed that all 9 carried the same metal-rich signature, nickel, cobalt, and high-temperature alloys, like 3I Atlas, and the same unusual carbon monoxide-driven glow. But what distinguished them was their apparent power. Each one was about 1/10 the size of 3I Atlas, yet seemingly powered by a nuclear core twice as powerful. The math alone made scientists nervous. 3I Atlas had already puzzled them with an estimated 10-gigawatt power source, inferred from its thermal profile and tail behavior. But the 9 companions seemed to pump out 20 gigawatts each, a figure that defies physics. A fusion reaction of that scale inside such a small body would destroy it. Even our most advanced reactors cannot match that power-to-mass ratio. Our biggest power plants weigh thousands of tons to produce only a few gigawatts. These objects are no larger than a city block, yet each one radiates 20 gigawatts, enough power to light entire nations locked inside a moving fragment from deep space. The idea that something so small could hold that much energy isn't just unnatural. It's terrifying. When astrophysicists at Caltech and MIT tried to model it, their supercomputers repeatedly crashed. No matter how they adjusted the parameters, temperature, pressure, plasma density, the equations refused to converge. You simply cannot fit the necessary fuel or containment field into an object that small without exotic metals or impossible confinement pressures. Doing so would require technology far beyond anything on Earth. Some theorized an exotic fission-fusion hybrid. Others speculated about antimatter or dark matter catalysis, but all agreed this isn't standard comet chemistry. The real question on every observer's mind was how this happened so suddenly. 4 of the largest telescopes around the world had been watching 3I Atlas for months, while spacecraft like NASA's Juno at Jupiter, the Parker Solar Probe flying close to the Sun, and the BepiColombo mission on its way to Mercury were all gathering data from space. Alongside them, dozens of amateur astronomers worldwide were also tracking every movement. Yet none of these eyes on Earth or in space had seen even a hint of the 9 companions before they appeared. According to Loeb's team at Harvard, the 9 objects appeared at 2 a.m. UTC on September 19th, and the event itself happened in only 0.1 milliseconds. In observational terms, they just blinked into existence. To put that into perspective, a human eye blink lasts about 300 milliseconds, and a camera flash about 5 milliseconds. This was 30,000 times faster than a blink, and done 100 times faster than a strobe flash. That kind of speed is why no telescope or spacecraft managed to capture the instant they appeared. The event was simply too fast for any sensor we have to photograph in real time. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb immediately invoked the mothership hypothesis, a large interstellar craft shedding probes as it nears its targets, in this case our solar system. In interviews, he said one thing was certain: these probes are not random. They appeared only after entering the solar system. Their power cores are denser and hotter than the main craft. They may be designed to approach worlds, while the main body remains farther out. In the worst case, he warned, these could be autonomous drones mapping our system or preparing to take something valuable from it. Others, however, offered more natural explanations, such as a collision with a massive interstellar rock that shattered 3I Atlas into fragments. But critics argue that fragments could not possibly mimic reactor-like energy output. Then came the second shock. Another interstellar comet, Swan R2, was approaching from the opposite direction, 100 times more massive and luminous than 3I Atlas. Its tail spanned 212 degrees on the sky, dwarfing even the largest comets in history. It would reach perihelion in the same week as 3I Atlas this October, essentially creating an interstellar traffic jam around the Sun. Historical records suggest that a similar object appears roughly every 2,200 years. Ancient Chinese archives mention a heavenly dragon, Babylonian tablets describe a splitting star that heralded upheavals, and medieval European chronicles record a green visitor with a tail like a banner.